Hey guys, a quick share with you today regarding team culture. This is just some reflections and insights that I gained after I've had our weekly team meeting with our remote team in Philippines. We're blessed. I'm very grateful for having a really warm, positive team culture here at a company at EMS. Every time that we jump onto the team meeting and we do our weekly shares of what happens to us in the last week. Everybody kind of share a little bit about what happened to them in the last week and such. It really helped us build connection within the team with each other, especially in a remote team environment. That is really important. We also did a gratitude journaling exercise together, and we do that about once a month, really, in our weekly team meetings, where we come up with 3 things that we're grateful personally, and we will share one of those things with the rest of the team on a voluntary basis. This has been indicated by our team as to one of their favorite topics whenever we do our weekly team meetings is do this group gratitude journaling exercise. And I wanted to just reflect that I think when you have a team, having a really good culture is extremely important, because when you have a negative culture or a toxic culture in your team, number one, it spreads. A good culture will spread and a bad culture will spread. The one thing that I wanted to share regarding culture is, number one, it not only spread to everybody in the team, it's also slow to change. And this works in good and bad ways. So for example, if you have a bad culture already in your team right now, a toxic culture, and you said you wanted to make changes to start shifting your team culture into a more positive and a more warm and a more inclusive and a more caring environment for each other and more sustaining culture, it will take time and sustained effort in order to shift that culture from a toxic culture to a positive culture. However, if you have already a positive culture built into your team, and let's say there is a certain behaviors or certain new team member that joined that is spreading a bad habit or a bad culture to the team, it will also take time for that bad culture to take hold, really cause damage to a good culture that you've already built. So in other words, building a good culture or having a good culture being damaged into a bad culture, there are lag times for both. So in that sense, I think for me, I feel it's definitely worthwhile to build the culture, good culture, as quickly as possible, as early as possible. Preferably start with when you hire your first team member, because it is easier when you start early. It's easier when they are hired fresh, because they are a blank piece of paper, the fastest to learn and adapt to what you have, the cultures you have in place. However, if you have less than ideal culture in your team, it is never too late to start shifting that and to start introducing rituals and core values and practices to start shifting that from, let's say, a less than ideal culture to a positive culture. So thank you for listening to this. If you'd like to learn more, you can DM me. I can definitely share with you more what we are doing in terms of building a great culture in our team. Thank you.